Hey folks, how you doing? Papa Joe here. Sitting up here in Houston, Texas. We're going to spend the New Year's up here listening to fireworks go off over there. Grandma done went to bed. She just called and told me good night. Let's see if that light helps any. Oh, boy, it blinded me when it came on. I got a 7 a.m. appointment in the morning. I didn't want to have to get up or ask the wife to get up at any 4:30 in the morning to have me to the truck by 5 so that I could make it here by 7. Being that her and I really don't worry about this New Year's thing, I made our New Year's dinner today. We shared that together. We got leftovers for tomorrow. And I just came on in here where I've got plenty of time to get my 10-hour break out by the time I'm supposed to load next door. Next door told me they had parking when I called them Friday. They lied. I could probably park in the street. I don't want to do that, especially on New Year's Eve. Good way to have some drunk run in the back of your trailer or something. No, thank you. I have parked next door at their neighbors. Hopefully they don't come in and get mad. If they do, I'll deal with that. I cooked corned beef and cabbage today. And I cooked black-eyed peas and ham. And Grandma made cornbread from scratch. There will be some future cooking videos. Her and I have discussed it. We have a tripod on the way. And we should have it within the next couple of weeks. And we are going to start making some of our cooking videos. They won't be nothing fancy. It ain't going to be like on TV. We're not going to use foods that you never heard of and can't pronounce. Or none of that. We're not chefs. We're just simple old people that know how to cook a little bit. And I was telling her yesterday when we was talking about it, our son had called and was going over some of the statistics, which the channel has really done great this year. And I've been telling her for a while how I've been getting requests for cooking videos. When I froze up the other night in Missouri, the young lady working the counter, wanted to say her name was Crystal, but I'm not going to swear to that. But she had made mention that she sure would like to see the cooking videos. And the wife has been under the impression that some of the stuff we do, like her making cornbread from scratch tonight, it's really easy. It's real simple. It's not hard at all. And she's like, people don't want to see that. And I'm like, yes, they do. In this day and age of everything coming out of the box, which, don't misunderstand me, normally when we make cornbread, she makes it out of that little blue Jiffy box. It's pretty good cornbread. It only takes a couple minutes longer to make it from scratch. But most people don't know how to make it from scratch, where Mama does. So I told her, I said, yeah, I really think people would like knowing how to make cornbread from scratch, just so that they can say they've done it. Back in our day, when we was growing up, you didn't go and buy the cornbread stuffing for Thanksgiving and Christmas. Either your mama or your grandma or somebody made it. And when they made it, they started with cornbread. Just that simple. She makes biscuits from scratch. Once again, don't misunderstand me. We buy Annie Marie's or somebody. It's a frozen biscuit that we use most of the time. When Robert and Lakota are over working, she will cook up sausage biscuits for them. So she has those frozen biscuits, which are good biscuits, and they're easy. She buys the pre-made little round sausage patties. We buy a box of them. I think they're Jimmy Dean's. I don't remember. So yeah, we take some of the shortcuts that life gives us. However, we still know some of the old ways. And that's what I was trying to explain to her. Some of the people would like to know the old ways. That don't mean y'all are going to cook cornbread or biscuits every night from scratch. But would you like to know how? You know, if we make a video of it and show you how easy it is, would you even try it? And yes, I'm literally asking that, so please answer in the comments so I can show the wife that y'all might be interested in cooking. I've got several requests for it. I just want to confirm it so that she'll know. I told her that chicken broccoli rice that she did the other night last week that I was raving about, that's not a hard dish to make. But how many of you can make that from scratch? I'm sure there's some that can. But there's some that don't know how. Wouldn't you like to learn how? Just the easy, simple stuff. So yeah, that's on its way, I think. I think we're going to give that a try. Just some basic stuff, nothing fancy. So that's part of what's coming up. But yeah, let's see, where was I at? Oh, I was telling you about corned beef and cabbage. We tried it different this year. Normally, when we cook it, we do it on a stove pot in a regular pan. Today I was lazy, and early this morning I started it in a crock pot. I figured the corned beef would be the hardest part to get cooked right, and actually it turned out great. I did cook it a little bit longer than it said to cook it on the stove top, but that's because I got watching Street Outlaws, the racing stuff. I got watching it and I blew it off. The cabbage took a little bit longer than we was used to, as I turned down my crock pot and got the corned beef out of it, and I shouldn't have turned it down. I should have left it where it was at, but duh, live and learn. Which that's part of cooking. You know, you got to live and learn about it. The cabbage, I cut it up and put it in there, and it took a little bit longer than we was used to, but it turned out good. I got to admit, it turned out good. The black-eyed peas and ham, we had cooked that ham for Thanksgiving, if you remember. And I'm one of them that I'll cut off the majority of the ham off of the bone. I leave quite a bit of meat on the bone, and stick it in the freezer for a pot of beans. Well, that's what I used today. And it was the black-eyed peas was heavy in ham. I'd planned on cooking 2 pounds of black-eyed peas. It turned out I only had a 1 pound package at the house. I was not going into town to get a second one. We made one work. Since I'd already thawed out the ham and I don't like freezing meat twice, I just cut it all up and we had all that ham in the 1 pound package. So, still turned out good. we had spaced out the Jiffy Mix cornbread, and the wife wound up making that from scratch. So that's what we had for dinner this evening. Take a wild guess what's in the back. I ain't even put it in the icebox yet. I'm still letting it cool off. Yep, corned beef and cabbage, black-eyed peas and ham, and some cornbread. That will be my meal tomorrow. So, or at least one of them. So that's all good in my opinion. 7 a.m. appointment next door. No parking there, so I'm parked up here. I told you that. I have to be in, dadgummit, Oklahoma, somewhere in Oklahoma. Now I can't think the name of it. It's one of them that I can't pronounce right. Okmulgee. I gotta be in Okmulgee, Oklahoma. 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. Or Tuesday morning, I'm sorry. I pick up here tomorrow at 7, so it's 23 hours to go 441 miles. Shouldn't be a big deal. Gonna depend upon traffic and weather. I think I'll make it up there before any of that bad weather moves in. It's my goals. If I don't, I'll deal with it accordingly. I got another video I want to make for the ending of the year. I just want to jump up on here and update you about today. So that's the word for today. Y'all remember, God loves you. So do I. Y'all have a blessed evening. Be safe out there. Be safe. If you don't have to be out on the highways, please don't. That's one of the reasons I got here 11 hours early. I got here at 8 o'clock. Simply because I didn't want to be out there with the drunks. And it's my thoughts that they start getting out 8, 9, 10 o'clock. Some of them start early. Y'all have a blessed evening now. Happy New Year's to you. Good night.